Many government officials and lawmakers claim enhanced interrogation techniques like waterboarding led us to Osama bin Laden. But Arizona Senator John McCain disagrees, saying it could put our troops in danger. He joins us live from Capitol Hill. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. I still marvel over those awards. That's just wonderful.
That is something. Brent Bozell's unit does a great job on that. Funny stuff. You say that we did not learn the name of the guy who eventually led us to Osama bin Laden by any of these enhanced interrogation techniques like waterboarding and stuff like that.
Well, Steve, first of all, the first time we heard of this individual was from a person who was not tortured and was held in another country. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed did make mention of this individual, but then, as you might expect, when information is elicited by torture, he said that the guy had gotten married, gotten out of the business, and moved to Peshawar. So they not only gave information about him, but also misleading information, which is one of the biggest problems you have with inflicting physical pain on people. They'll say whatever they think you want to hear in order to have it stop. But this was a result of the long, hard efforts of many professionals that finally led us to bin Laden.
Well, there were, Senator, there were plenty of, we know that it took many years to put the pieces together, but regarding what you said, former Attorney General Michael Mukasey said, quote, "You are simply incorrect." He says that, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed disclosed the nickname and other information, some of which was used to stop terror plots already in progress. So he says you're wrong.
Well, facts are stubborn things. He says that the first time we knew this courier, Abu Ahmed, was from KSM being waterboarded. I mean, the facts are facts, and the director of the CIA and the chairwoman of the Senate Intelligence Committee both say that that's not the case, that we first heard from an individual who was heard in another country. I mean, those are just facts. You can say they're not facts, but they are, and they've been corroborated by both the head of the CIA and the chairperson of the Senate Intelligence Committee.
Well, Senator,
so that's just facts.
Well, the former head of the CIA, Michael Hayden, and former Director of National Intelligence, Admiral McConnell, they say that up to 2006, many leads pursued came from the three guys who were subjected to things like waterboarding.
Well, again, they say that it was due to waterboarding, and there is no evidence that there was. But look, here's the biggest aspect of this, and that is that it's what kind of a country we are and who we are. And are we going to engage in torturing people, and we get in another conflict with another enemy? And is it okay for them to torture our people? We didn't torture the Nazi war criminals or the Japanese war criminals that we tried and even hung, because it's not America, and it's a violation of our Constitution, of the Geneva Conventions, and everything we stand for and everything we believe in. And so, and I can assure you that when you torture somebody, I mean, 183 times waterboarding somebody, when you torture somebody, they're going to give you whatever they think will enable that torture to stop. And that's not reliable. I have visited interrogation facility in Bagram, and the interrogators there have said they get the best information and the information they need through standard techniques. And those, again, are facts.
Well, Senator, nobody knows more about torture than you as a former POW, and I've read what happened to you at the hands of the North Vietnamese. It was despicable. But at the same time, we should point out that at the time that the waterboarding happened, it was, at that point, legal. Now, I know you want to...
Oh, yes, and by the way, I agree that it's legal, and I have stated the people who did it should, those cases by Holder investigations should be dropped. We want to move forward, not backwards.
Absolutely. Before you go, I know that the rebel leaders for what's going on over in Libya have been in Washington, D.C., and I know you've met with them on a number of occasions. The United States has really got to get behind these guys in a bigger way, don't we?
Oh, I think so. They won a big victory, it seems, in Misrata by driving Gaddafi's people out, but they're still being killed indiscriminately by Gaddafi's forces. These people are legit, and they have made a distinct impression on the members of Congress. They certainly impressed me when I was in Benghazi. And by the way, I'd like to point out, if Gaddafi succeeds, then Bashar Assad succeeds, then in the Saleh in Yemen succeeds. The lesson could be, you can stay in power if you kill enough of your own people. Obviously, this guy is a guy that has to go, and I'm not worried about who might follow him unless there is a stalemate.
All right. Senator John McCain joining us today from Capitol Hill. Thank you, sir, for joining us live.
It's always great to be with you all.
Thank you, sir.